no after first.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Sib's jumping the gun there, talking about something that ain't that important, Sib. What's up, Sib?
I did.
I'm back at that guy gone, Sib Jim. Same as last week. We're back on another one, and I'll tell you what, you know what, hold on. Stop the music. Tell the band to, Jimmy, shut the band up. I got something important to say.
You're a Jibby.
If you missed our stream last Saturday, shame. Just flat out shame on you. It was a birthday celebration for Sib. Sib turned 25.
You're 25.
I'm 26.
You're not 26. I'm not 26.
How have you enjoyed your birthday?
You know what? It's a pretty good weekend. We had a great time. We took old Fred to the park. Oh, thanks, Spivey.
Yeah, we took my puppy to the park.
We took the puppy to the park. It was so cute.
Puppy to the park.
And then we got really drunk and went on feminism rants on the floor of my living room. If you missed it, you missed out.
We had some good takes.
Good takes.
Good takes.
We're very woke.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think that looking at us, but we're very woke.
Okay. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, Sib. Did you like the haiku I wrote for you?
I did like the haiku. I wish it would have featured haiku, though.
Nope. Too easy.
When you first typed that, that's how I read it was haiku. And then I was like, what? And I was like, oh, that's haiku.
Why don't you tell them the birthday present you got from me?
Oh, I can show them.
Go on.
Can I tell them why you got this for me?
I think it'll be obvious why I got it for you.
I think you should show yours the same time I show mine.
Absolutely not. I don't even have mine out right now.
You don't have yours out? This is actually a really nice mouse pad.
Mom was at my house just a few days ago.
I think Mom knows how weird you are.
I know, but I don't want to get it back out. Show him.
His titties are squishy. And I love it.
It was a joke gift. The real gift was actually a Haikyuu hoodie that is the jersey, but I was like, yes. That was
the
cheap.
Jersey of my favorite character.
Oh, Neptune. I have one too.
It matches Steve's.
I have one too.
For a different character.
I have one too.
But it really is a nice wrist pad. I feel very comfortable.
It is actually a really nice wrist pad, isn't it?
And it has that stuff on the bottom where it doesn't move around on my table. This is a nice mouse pad.
I know, and it was only like $17. Weebs. Go hit it up. Speaking of weebs, we are going right into another anime topic because this is not a very topical podcast. We do a lot of the samesies. So I want you to explain this topic. Because you had to explain it to me.
So, the topic this week is Anime Daddies. And not just sexy daddies, even though that is a very, very, very big factor in my list. But it has to be an anime character who is older than, like, the main character, like the main cast or whatever. They have to be either a teacher, a mentor, a big brother figure, or, like, an inspirational figure. So because at first I thought we should do like anime characters we simp for, but then I realized people would think I'm a pedophile. So we had to do something.
Careful, you can't say that word. It's demonetizable.
I don't know that. You need to make me a list.
I told you that.
You told me that one specifically?
I did. Last Saturday.
Oh, no. Why was I talking about that on Saturday?
I don't know. You're unpredictable. You just
Why do I talk about that
You
so
just
much?
speak. You're a freak.
Oh, my bad. You need to make me a list, and I'll put it on my computer so that I can look at it while
absolutely.
And I won't
Banned.
say those words.
No, we'll
buzzwords.
It didn't happen. She didn't say it. No one's getting.
They will
today.
think I love children, and I don't love children.
I actually hate children.
I hate real children. 2D children are different.
No, well, yeah. I hate all children, I think. Go on anyway. Go on anyway.
That was pretty much my explanation.
Yeah.
They have to be a mentor, teacher, father figure.
So it's basically
someone that the main character would look at and be like, Dada.
It's basically top 5 mentors. But she wanted to
But
use
it's
the word daddies.
Anime Daddies.
Yeah, she wanted to use the word daddies. But how's your week been? We missed that part.
Oh, yeah. I've had a great week, Steve.
Ooh.
I've had a great week.
Well,
It was my birthday on Monday. I got cupcakes from my best friend at work. I've had a nice week.
I've had a pretty good week, too. I'm glad you had cupcakes on your birthday.
Also, you know how we normally I'm sitting here telling you I've been watching through One Piece. I am halfway through Attack on Titan, and it is good.
Mm-hmm.
I know Beppis isn't here, but it is so fucking good.
Hey, word will get to him.
The hype is so real. It is so intense. And if someone in the chat spoils me, I will literally unalive everybody in your family.
I don't think anyone wants to spoil you. I think everyone's pretty chill about that kind of stuff. Well, hurry and finish it so you can get back to One Piece. But
I watched One Piece at the gym today.
I saw that you'd watched an episode. I saw that you'd watched an episode because I'm back to watching anime. Instead of tackling one of the many I've started, I decided to start a very long one.
That's what you always do.
And it's very good. It's Fairy Tail, and it's very, 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 very good. I like it a lot.
You have like 10 episodes left of My Hero Academia.
I like this one. It's good. And the first, I'm already on the second opening. The first opening is in my top 5 now. It was very catchy.
Yeah, the Attack on Titan opening made it to my top 5. We're gonna have to redo that one in like a year. Yeah. That's enough.
Okay, guys, let's get on to number 5. Anime Daddies, aka mentors. Are you ready?
Yes.
You want to do it at the same time or one by one?
We always do it at the same time. Why would
8,
we change it now?
7, 6,
I'm gonna
5,
turn it.
4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Aw. You put him because you're not far enough in.
I know. I know the least about him.
In a way, he's kind of an awful mentor.
No, he's not a great mentor. I didn't say that I made them based on how great of a mentor they are.
Oh, okay. So go.
I made them based on how they're my favorites.
So go ahead and explain.
I like Shanks because he is the only redhead I've ever found attractive. And I like the mystery behind him because he's such a pivotal character in One Piece and like so central to Luffy's backstory and like the whole start of everything, and you know almost nothing about him.
Yeah,
and I just think that's kind of cool.
It's brilliantly crafted because even every time you get to see him, it's like you're giving a teaspoon out of the barrel of juice.
I know. Every time I see him, I get so excited, even though I don't feel like I should like him that much.
He is like masterfully written for that reason, because he is mystery incarnate. I think it's the best mystery's ever been handled, because he's a lot of people's favorite character, and that's just preposterous. Because he has more screen time in openings than he does in the actual show.
I was gonna say he's been in every single opening like he's a crew member.
Yeah, he's like uber important. Shanks almost made my list, but there's an actual person who serves that role in One Piece that will come up later in my.
I think I know who it is.
I don't. You don't know who it is. You haven't met him yet in the show.
I haven't met him, but I think it's popular, right?
He's pretty popular. You'll see.
All right.
But I picked All Might because he pretty much carries his show. He's very, very, very good.
I love All Might.
And
do you prefer him as All Might or Small Might?
I like All Might because he's cool. I like his fights. Like, I think what got my hero uninteresting for me is when he quit being All Might. Because I missed the fights. Because his fights were truly awesome. Like, the fight against that first Nomu was really good. And he is just like, he has such a deep caring for Deku, and it really works because he loves Deku and cares for him, but he also like sees himself in Deku a lot because he was also quirkless. So I like his connection with Deku a lot, and a lot more than I like Deku. I love Deku though, but I just think he serves that role perfectly. And like the scene where he gets done, and he points when he loses his powers.
Oh my god,
That's the
stop.
best scene in the
We should
entire
have gave a
show.
spoiler alert before this.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, it's given.
If you haven't watched My Hero Academia, you're not going to.
Yeah,
So
probably not.
that's fine.
Probably not.
If you haven't watched it yet.
Like when he points, like it's your turn.
I know that
best
scene made me bawl my eyes out when I saw it the first time.
Flat out, best scene in that whole show. He's great, and then from there on, he's just nothing but caring about Deku. He is the best. He is just flat out the best.
I love him.
Okay,
He cares about Bakugo though too, because when Deku and Bakugo fought, like in the street, they both broke down. He like hugs both of them, and it's like that's probably my favorite scene. In the show.
I really like that.
That's a good choice. I think he should be higher, even though he's not on my list, because I picked another My Hero character.
I can't believe he's not on your list.
I picked a different one, but I love if I could have picked more than one per anime, I would have picked All Might, but I limited myself to one per anime.
Yeah, I limited myself to one per anime too, because I usually do with that kind of stuff. And this was actually a very fun list for me to make on my way home. Jack from Samurai Jack. I love it. I love Speevy who doesn't watch anime. It's just like Jack. I've got nothing more to say about All Might, though. All Might is great. We're already 22 minutes in, and we're only at number 5. This is the longest we've taken. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, ready for number 4?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're going to have no idea who this is, and I'm going to try to...
You're not either.
I'm going to try to...
You're not going to know who this is either.
Ready? 3,
yep.
2, 1.
That's from Bleach, right?
No, that's from Attack on Titan, I'm sure.
This is from Attack on Titan, yeah.
Yeah, this is from Dr. Stone.
Oh.
So I'll explain mine the best.
Okay, the only mentor in Dr. Stone.
Okay, actually this is my only non-mentor pick on my list.
You go first.
I'm gonna explain it without being too spoilerific.
Byakuya, because I want to watch it.
Byakuya Ishigami is Armin Daddier. Oh, he's talking about because he actually watches Attack on Titan. Armin Daddier.
Yeah, but at the point I'm at, Armin is baby.
Armin is baby. Oh.
I love Armin though. He's probably one of my favorite characters. I fucking love Armin.
Byakuya is Senku's dad, his actual dad. You remember the last thing we watched together, that flashback where he was interested in science and he sold his car to buy him all those things? Yeah.
That was really sweet.
So that's not all.
That's a good pick.
So you get into, like, I've never seen, hands down in all of anime that I've watched, he's the best actual dad.
Because no one else in anime has a dad. What do you mean?
No, he's the best parent. Like, he loves Senku. Here's something that you haven't gotten to yet, and I'm just gonna explain what he does. Senku wants to go to space so bad, but he's still just a little kid. Byakuya, like, sells his car and changes career paths to become an astronaut so he can go to space for Senku. So cute. And by the time Senku's in high school, he's like an astronaut and is able to do it. He is actually just the best dad. And there's so many other reasons that add on to why he's a great dad that I cannot tell you.
Can I ask a question?
If you're right, I'll tell you if you're right.
Is he in space when everyone turns to stone?
How did you guess that? That's good. That's impressive.
Because you said he was an astronaut.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It just made sense.
He is. But you got to get to that episode, because that is a, like... it's so good when they start explaining that. But that and all the things that follow that, best. He's awesome. Best actual dad ever. All right. Now, tell me about Attack on Titan.
Okay. So, really everyone that I've seen in the Attack on Titan fandom simps for Levi Ackerman, which, fair, because he is also very delicious. But Irvin is the commander of the Scout Force. He is voiced by the guy who voices Ida in My Hero Academia, but it's a very strong, like, he has just a very strong and deep voice, and he makes a lot of, like, really cool, like, militaristic strategies that you'll be watching the episode, you're like, what's happening? Oh my god, this is going crazy. And then it works out perfectly, and it was, like, all his idea. And, like, he's just, like, I feel like something terrible is going to happen to him. I do not want to get spoiled if that's the case, because something kind of terrible has already happened to him. He lost, spoiler, he lost an arm, and I thought that would get rid of, like, my attraction to him because he has a nub now, but
You know, Shanks
he's
does
just,
too, right?
oh shit, he does. Why do I have 2 nubbed people on
I
this
think
list?
you have a thing for nubs now.
I don't think
You've
so.
grown.
I'm
You've grown.
But Irvin is just so, like, you just look at him and he's so respectable and, like, just he's intelligent, he's strategic, he's respected by literally everyone, even people who are fighting against him. Like, he's just awesome. He is a badass, and I love him.
Dude, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I don't know much. I gotta watch it. I've never watched it. I watched it a little bit with you, but you were like, I want to keep
I don't
watching
think
it.
he was in that episode.
And I was like, bro, you cannot keep watching this while I'm here. I've never watched it. You got to stop. You've got to
it's
stop.
one of those shows I can't. Like, right before I was about to come in here, something happened at the end of the episode. It's like, I have to watch the first 10 minutes because it's one of those shows that once you start, you cannot stop. It really is like it is as big as like Game of Thrones. It's awesome. I love it.
Well, I don't
I'm
like
so
Game of
late
Thrones.
to this, but I love it.
Well, I don't like Game of Thrones, but I'll have to figure out if I like Attack on Titan.
You'll remember their names. They're like almost all American.
Dude, thank God. They're
You'll
pretty
be,
easy
like,
in Fairy Tale. There's a dude named Gray. And everyone has weird names, and the main girl's name is Lucy.
I mean, there's like a Zoe, a Sasha, Connie.
Heck
like,
yeah.
Normal-ass names.
Good. Game of Thrones,
Levi.
but good.
Agreed.
You tell him.
Agreed.
Are you ready for
And I like Game of Thrones, but
Are you ready for number 3?
I.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Rayleigh? Who is that?
Silvers Rayleigh from One Piece.
Oh, is that? Oh, I don't know who that is. I thought you were gonna say like Law. Isn't he like kind of a?
No, not really. He's
Okay.
a.
I don't know anything.
Law is just a captain. He's a partner. Not really a mentor. Rayleigh is the person who trains Luffy during the 2-year time skip.
I'm really surprised your One Piece pick is at number 1, by the way.
Yeah, number 2 and 1, I still don't know the order of them. I'm kind of just going with my gut when I get to number 2 to pick the order. But Rayleigh is the former right hand of the Pirate King. So, and he trains Luffy during the time skip, and it's really like he's super cool and super endearing. He's the one who had the idea for them to take a 2-year time skip. And it's super like really heartfelt when they finally meet up after the 2-year time skip, and he's like standing on a mountain in the distance waiting to watch them leave, and like Luffy and everybody, you're crying because they all finally met up after 2 years, and they're all like, Luffy's running to the ship, they're waiting on him, and he goes, hold on a minute, guys. He turns around, looks at Rayleigh, and screams, thank you, and he goes, and by the way, he screams for the millionth time, I'm going to be king of the pirates, and Rayleigh like takes off his glasses and starts crying, and like, because he has a flashback to Roger saying the same thing when he was a kid, when they first met. So it's like, it's super heartfelt because you realize like Rayleigh poured everything into Luffy because he reminded him so much of Roger.
Sweet.
And you get like a lot of backstory into Roger and stuff with them, and he's awesome. And it's the same situation. He's not appeared since then, but he's still like so iconic and awesome like that.
I've ever even. Would I know him if I saw him?
No, you meet him right before the time skip. I can't wait for 2-piece. Bro. I got 2-piece. Anyway. Gojo!
Gojo has to be year 1 or 2. Has to be. Gojo is so iconic.
Gojo's awesome. I love Gojo. He's my favorite character in JJK, hands down.
He's not my favorite character, but he's just so likable. And I've been watching a lot of TikToks where people will like draw him as being like a mother figure, and it fucking cracks me up. And it's so funny because I don't really see him that much as a mentor because I don't feel like he really teaches them anything. He kind of just drops them in dangerous situations and is just like, try not to die.
Watch some scary movies.
Yeah, watch some scary movies and try to figure out how to use your power. Or, hey, you're new because because in the JJK Zero movie, it's pretty much like the first half of it's kind of a parallel to the first season of JJK, except with the new kid instead of Yuji, and he just drops them off and is like, "Oh, you have curse abilities? Try to fight that curse. Good luck."
Yeah.
But he's just so suave. He's so funny. And something about him, like, he's a good guy, obviously, but something about him, like, you're
I
weary of.
used
You know
to
what I
feel
mean?
that way about All Might.
That you thought All Might was a bad guy?
I thought All Might had something about him when I first started watching the show.
I cannot disagree more.
When I first started, I don't think that anymore. But
No, but, like, that's just funny because I've never heard that.
well, I mean, Gojo definitely has something going on.
Gojo's definitely, like, and I don't want to spoil JJK Zero for you, but you kind of find out that he does. Like, not that he is a bad guy, but that he has a connection with one of the villains.
Yeah.
But I think he's hilarious. I don't think JJK would be as popular if it wasn't for him.
No way.
Like, I really think he makes most of the show. He's not my personal favorite.
He's the funniest.
And he cracks me up.
He's the
and
funniest.
He's awesome. He's just fucking awesome. His power is so OP.
He's awesome, dude. He is like, I think he's stronger than Goku.
I think so too.
I'm saying it. That's a big thing going around. People are like, there's no way. No, dude. Goku's stronger than most people. I think Gojo's got him. I think they wrote Gojo just too strong. He's not had anyone. He's not had anyone in the show anyway that even kind of was a match for him. Like we've never seen him struggle.
If he got Goku in his like infinite void, like he'd be toast.
Yeah.
All Goku has is strength.
That's one of two characters that can beat Goku.
You think the other one's Luffy?
No, Luffy would definitely get destroyed by Goku.
Who do you think it is?
Fucking One Punch Man. Who else? All he needs is one punch.
Vegeta's pretty close to beating Goku. I'm just saying, I would put Goku. I would put Vegeta up against Gojo before I would Goku. No shit. Like in the newest thing they're doing with Vegeta, like in the manga and stuff, he has his own form that Goku doesn't have.
Good for Goku and Vegeta are the two closest and protagonist and what do you call it? Dotagonist?
I don't know.
Dotagonist, yeah, a dotagonist.
Dotagonist.
Are you ready for number 2?
What it's called? Did you figure out what your number 2 is?
Yeah, I might regret it, but I figured it out. This is really hard. Ready? This has been number 1 all day until just now. 3.
It's Gojo, isn't
2,
it?
1. Flip.
Who?
Coach Ukai.
Coach Ukai. He's from Haikyuu, obviously.
Kisuke Urahara.
Bleach.
Yes, Bleach.
Gojo's your number 1.
Easily the best thing about Bleach is Urahara. he is like Gojo, but way funnier, perverted, and more mysterious in terms of power. He's the first mentor.
Master Roshi?
Kind of. Nowhere near as bad as Roshi in the perv department, though. He is the first trainer for Ichigo. He taught Ichigo how to master his Bankai at like 300% of the speed. Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob SquarePants is my number 1. Living like Larry. But Urahara...
I hate that. I thought that was funny.
Urahara is the best part about Bleach. He's a scientist, so he's super smart, but also super duper like badass and strong.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the finest of fine ladies by his side at all times. Lady Yoruichi. She's nice, but they're best.
That made me feel weird.
They're best friends. He's just so mysterious because he always has a cloud of mystery around him. Like, you totally feel like he never ends up being a bad guy, but you're totally like, yeah, this dude is evil. He has because he got kicked out of the Soul Society, and you're like, what's that about? And you end up finding out he got accused of something that happened with Aizen, who we need to do a top 5 antagonist list. But yeah.
That would be hard for me.
It wouldn't be me, dude. I'm very passionate about it. But
I feel like there's not a lot of antagonists that I really like.
Like, the characters in Bleach are one of the best things, and there's not a lot I can say about Urahara without spoiling like crazy, because I do want you to watch Bleach like years from now when you're out of everything else to watch, because it's not high on your interest right now. You'll see all the JJK, like it is JJK is ripping it off almost one for one. It is, Sarah. They're just replacing a few words, but it's still good. But it's very influenced. Urahara is the best part of it. He's funny, he's smart, he's strong, and without him, they would not have been able to do. He's not only a mentor for Ichigo, but he's the reason they're able to do anything. Period.
You know, all of the Naruto fans or whoever would watch this are going to be so mad at us for not having that one guy on here.
Yeah, I don't watch that show. It's mid. Now
I had
they're
an
even
argument with
now
my
they're
friend's
even more
son
mad
who's
at
in the
us.
second grade about it.
Well, of course he loves Naruto. He's in the second grade.
But he also likes One Piece, so he's cool.
A kid likes One Piece?
And Demon Slayer, yeah.
Most kids don't watch One Piece. They only watch My
He watched
Hero.
it on Netflix.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, he's a pretty cool kid.
Wow, but he likes Naruto, so he's mid. Anyway, tell me about the coach.
I love him. So the whole reason backstory about Haikyuu, because I know you're so interested. The volleyball team at Krasno used to be really good like 10 years ago-ish. And they had a coach Yukai there who is now an old man, obviously. Well, his grandson is like a man in his 30s who owns a convenience store, smokes cigarettes, and has like long blonde hair, and he ties it back with a headband and doesn't give a shit about anything. Well, when they're trying to revamp the volleyball club, the teacher who's in charge of it goes to find him to be like, hey, you should coach since your grandpa was like the great coach Yukai or whatever. And he's an asshole, and he's just like he's very good. Like, he's very good at coaching. But, like, he doesn't call any of them by their real names. He only makes fun of them and, like, throws shit at them. And he's just hilarious. And his little headband with his blonde hair pushed back and his cigarette just in the middle of a high school smoking cigarettes.
Huh. Kind of like
There's
Sid. Kind of reminds me of Sid. Final Fantasy VII. Just
honestly,
cussing and calling everyone stupid stuff. Blonde, smoking all the time.
Like, he doesn't call Hinata by his name ever. He only calls him Ginger. And 4 eyes. And, like...
I like this guy.
Like, if they're arguing, he's like, would you two lovebirds get over here? Like, he's a troll.
I like this guy.
Like, if something happens to him, though, he goes into full dad mode. Like, one of them gets hurt, and it's funny because in the Haikyuu community, everyone says, like, that... Because it's the captain gets hurt during a match one time. And everyone tries to tell anyone new to Haikyuu that he dies. Because everyone in anime dies, but this is about high school volleyball.
Yeah.
And, like, he's just very protective. Like, and you don't expect it from him because he's such an asshole, but...
Yeah.
I love assholes who have soft spots for, like, people. That's the best.
Most mentors have that kind of thing going, don't they?
Especially my number one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
You go first.
Really the only one I could think of was Piccolo. He was so, like, him and Shanks were back and forth. And I really kind of wish I would have put Piccolo because I know more about him. But I'd say 5th and 6th goes back and forth between Shanks and Piccolo.
Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's just trying to get in your pants now.
I know, he's saying all the right stuff. So Piccolo, my first honorable mention is Professor Oak.
I was just about to say Professor Oak, no joke.
Really?
Literally, I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what would have been a funny choice? Would have been Professor Oak. I literally just thought that.
He was on my list until I could remember more. Anyone else on your list? Or of honorable mentions?
There were people from the same animes, like All Might, obviously.
Dog, more like Granddaddy. What?
And now I can't think of his name, but the guy with the glasses in JJK, also love him.
Oh, he's so cool.
I can't remember his name. It begins with an N, and it's slipping from my brain.
He's awesome.
I don't think I had any other honorable mentions.
My other one is Gojo.
Gojo didn't make your list?
I like him way more than All Might, but All Might is more of a daddy and more of a mentor than Gojo. Like, cause like you said,
I have
he's just a
no
better.
idea who your number one is.
I think we have the same number one.
We don't.
Okay, let's skip the plugs. Okay, because I'm too interested in this. You show your number one, and then I show my number one.
We don't have the same number one because you already said the anime this is from.
Okay, go on. Joey.
Mine's Mr. Aizawa.
Aizawa?
Yeah.
My number one might fuck up your whole list, because you obviously forgot.
Wait, hold on. What animes have I watched? Haikyuu, JJK, Demon Slayer. What am I forgetting?
Can I show you?
Yeah, is it gonna piss me off?
An anime adaptation of a video game. You feel like shit right now, don't you? You feel like shit right now, don't you? Because you... How did you forget Sojiro?
I quit.
He's the best! How could you forget Sojiro?
I'm so mad.
He is
so
literally like the definition of everything you had on this list. He's even a suave.
Has an anime.
Even if it didn't, I would count it. Honestly, embarrassing for her. No joke. You like Sojiro more than I do, and I love Sojiro.
My whole list is different. Aizawa's number 2, Sojiro's number 1.
Sojiro is number 1.
100%. Sojiro is number 1.
Urahara was number 1 until I remembered.
I am so mad. This is the Crab Ragoons all over again.
Man, I was on my way home today, and I remembered it, and I was like, oh yeah, of course he's on my list. Man.
I always forget it has an anime.
I can't believe... as soon as you were like, my number 1 kind of hates people, I was like, oh, we got the same number 1. And then I realized you hadn't picked Aizawa yet. I can't believe you. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. But anyway, talk about Aizawa.
I don't want to.
You're too frazzled.
Yeah, I don't want to. Aizawa's great. Sojiro's better. What are you doing?
Hey, hello? My mic quit working. Talk about Aizawa though. Yeah, I unplugged it and plugged it in. That's why. Talk about Aizawa so we can talk about Sojiro.
I've literally that has frazzled me so much I've lost all of my thoughts.
I can't believe you forgot about Sojiro.
I cannot believe it.
You have to change your profile picture back to Yusuke because of that, because you've honestly gotten too far away from your Persona fandom.
I have.
You need to go back.
I'm gonna change it to Sojiro.
You need to go back to the transparent shirtless Yusuke. Oh my god. Anyway, Aizawa. What's so good about Aizawa?
Aizawa's great. Because he's such a hard ass, but he really loves his students deep down and would do anything for them, and he's very precious. And when he has his hair in a ponytail, I like it a lot. And his power is fucking awesome. I love his power, and I love the way he uses it. And even how he loves kids that aren't in his class. Like, he took in Shinzo and tried to show him how to be a better hero so he could join the hero course. And I just think he's wonderful. And he's like a father figure to Eri now. Like, she's been abandoned, and he kind of helps take care of her and, like, stay with her in the hospital, and just, he's a good. He's number 2.
How did you forget? Literally.
I'm seriously so mad right now.
He is
I'm not going to be able to sleep.
He is such a jerk. But literally the last part, he doesn't even say anything. When you leave the shop for the last time and he takes off his glasses, wipes tears, he's the best part of the whole game. Like,
he is the best part.
He is the best confidant.
He was the first confidant I maxed out, literally. Like, as soon as you had free reign to start, like, connecting with people, every time Shoujo was available, I was like, that's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm talking to. I'm going to the chapel with Joker and Futaba, like, at the last thing, and he talks about how he's never had a son, but he kind of feels like Joker is, and it's just.
And it even gets better at the beginning of Strikers when he's like the welcome back party for him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's the best. I'm so embarrassed. I'm actually embarrassed for you.
I'm embarrassed.
There's nothing more to say, dude.
Fuck Shanks. Fuck everyone on this list, honestly. Fuck everyone on this list. Sojiro 5 times.
I'm telling you, I was hoping you forgot about him because I knew you were gonna have that reaction.
I'm so mad because I remember when I was playing it, every time like he did something, I would text you and be like, "I fucking love Sojiro. He is a goddamn sweetheart.
The best." And I just, oh man, I love he just becomes so nice. And he's like on their side, taking up for them at the end, covering for them. He's like, I don't know what you kids are doing, but
and he keeps like the Sayuri in his little restaurant.
And even when he was a dick and hated everybody, he still kept bringing Morgana food because he liked the cat. He's like, I was hoping I would get to name it. He's even good in the anime, which the anime is a little rushed and has weird animation, but he's even good in the anime. Like, it's just, man.
I forget about the anime.
He's a no-brainer. How do you forget about
tired? Listen, I work a full-time job. I'm exhausted. I'm dehydrated.
He's in a palace.
Full of tears and lies.
Well, we skipped our shilling because I was like, I'm on the edge of my seat. I cannot wait another second to see what your number one is. Oh man, that was worth You're not gonna be able to sleep. You are literally gonna be. So is there alcohol in that? There's about to be.
I wish. I'm pissed.
You literally turned off your webcam. You're like,
I quit. This is the second time this has happened to me. I quit SibJib. We need to stop making topics like an hour and a half before we come on here.
I will be honest though, that almost happened with me for Gojo because I honestly forgot about Gojo. But it's still kind of.
I figured Gojo would be in your top 5.
My reasoning still stands. He's more of a good character than he is a mentor.
See, I didn't base mine on who the best mentors are. If that were the case, none of these people would be on the list.
Sojiro.
I think Sojiro and Aizawa would stay, but like Shanks and Irvin would stay.
No, Shanks
and Gojo and Kojukai would not.
Shanks modeled the way Luffy's a pirate. Like, that's a great one, actually.
Yeah, but he's an absent mentor.
He's an absent mentor, which speaks to his abilities of being a mentor because he's absent and Luffy's still so.
Shut up.
You did a good job.
Fuck you.
You didn't do as good of a job, but you did do a good job.
I'm gonna go cry myself.
That's probably the lowest One Piece will ever be on one of my anime lists. I don't
deserve this mouse pad. I don't deserve any.
You're
of the
lucky
nice
I didn't get you a Persona one. You need
I
to
don't
go.
know who you Yusuke.
You need to go play Persona again. That's what this is saying.
As soon as summer starts, I really have thought about it.
As soon as my subathon ends, I am starting a new file. I got a PS5. I'm gonna play Persona 5 Royal again.
Have you played it any?
Yeah, it's on right now down there.
Did I tell you that Mom asked me if you bought a new console and I told her no?
She asked me and I told her yes. She took my box.
She did. She texted me and was like, sent me a picture of the box and was like, can I throw this away? Steve said it's empty. Also, did he buy this when he was up there? And I was like, no, I don't know what that is. I think he already had it. You idiot. I had you covered.
I can't lie to my mom.
I can. It's super easy.
I know.
She'll believe anything you tell her.
I know, but I feel bad. Oh, man. What a good episode. I think we should skip the shilling, actually, because we're 50 minutes in. We've gone on pretty far. But this has been actually the best episode yet.
Maybe you'll upload this one then.
Shut the hell up.
Speedy, get on your boy. Get on your boy, Speedy.
Wow, now you're just trying to freaking pick on me because you forgot about Sojiro.
I just know that you care about Speevy's opinion more than mine.
I care about Speevy's.
I know.
Sojiro.
Fuck off. I'm going to bed. Get me off of here.
You want to get off of here?
Close this thing out.
You want to get
Close
off?
It out.
You really won't get off that bad?
I'm pissed.
Really? You won't get off SibJib? Salute you, daggone Sib! I've been Jib, that's Sib, I said it.
I'm Sib, that's Jib.
We ain't never gonna forget Social again on this podcast. Next episode, we promise we'll do something besides anime. Sib and Jib, signing out. Peace out.